Hey, howdy folks, it's Rampage here, with Tribble, and we're here to talk to you about NXT Takeover Brooklyn II. Okay folks, Takeover Brooklyn. Hell of a show. I was completely impressed. So was Tribble here, weren't you? Yeah. Let's run through the card. I'm still in awe over how glorious this pay-per-view was. So we started off with Austin Aries taking on No Way Jose. I thought this was a great match. Austin Aries brought a lot of intensity. No Way Jose brought a lot of intensity. About halfway through, I was pretty sure Aries had it wrapped up. No Way Jose actually managed to escape from the last chancery. In the end, I thought it was great because Austin Aries hits this sunset flip powerbomb on No Way Jose, and then immediately locks in the last chancery and gets the submission victory. Awesome. I don't think this hurts No Way Jose because Aries is just that good, and they both came out of that match looking like $1 million. Post-match, he continues to beat down on No Way Jose, which might hurt his credibility a little bit. But we have music hit, out comes Hideo Itami, comes out in the suit, gets down, gets up in Austin Aries' face, takes off the jacket, a little bit of a slugfest. He drops Austin Aries and does a little loosen the tie bit. The crowd chants for the GTS. He hits the GTS. And everyone's happy at that point. Also, Austin Aries is so amazing. You can book him to be a horrible, horrible person. And the crowd cheered for him over No Way Jose throughout most of the match. Up next we have Billie Kay come out as she takes on the debuting Ember Moon. I've been looking forward to this. I did not know a lot about Ember Moon, so to have her debut on this card I thought was awesome. I was super impressed. She had some crazy agility. One of the things I remember being absolutely awestruck on was they hit like an arm drag or a hip toss, and she just floats right through it and lands on her feet. I thought this was a good match. I really enjoyed it. In the end, Ember Moon takes the win with this top rope jumping, twisting sort of cutter attack. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to guess it'll be the Blood Moon or the Fire Prophecy or something like the promo's been talking about. But we'll have to wait and see. From there, we get to the most glorious part of the evening. We have Bobby Roode taking on Andrade Cien Almas. And let's just talk about Bobby Roode's entrance for a moment. Lights go out, the music starts, and you've got 15,000 people singing his theme song. The entire arena sang glorious. It was amazing. And the camera, there's a spotlight, and you see Bobby Roode on this crazy lift just above everyone, and it slowly descends while his music plays. He walks to the ring. He's got the TNA style, like Ric Flair robe, but like not in feathers and sequins, reading "Glorious" across the back. It was perfect. It's everything we wanted, and the crowd kept singing it. Honestly, I haven't seen a crowd that jacked since I was at the SmackDown taping many years ago when Hulk Hogan put on the red and yellow for the first time in like 10 years and he came out to Real American. That's the only thing I can think of that rivals the crowd reaction to Bobby Roode coming out at TakeOver. Andrade Cien Almas came out. He had his sort of red gear on with the suspenders and the hat. They had a hell of a match. I loved Roode sort of playing the power game, while Andrade's was definitely playing more of the speed. They hit a lot of the cool spots you'd sort of expect. I loved Roode goes thrown out of the ring, and Andrade's little catch Spider-Man thing on the side of the ropes. Roode turns around, he just looks at him. Lots of little moments like that were really great. In the end, Bobby Roode does get the win. He hits this pump handle slam called the Glorious Bomb. Of course, I think that Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano get rights on that as well. From there, we have the Revival taking on Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. This match was a love story for anyone who liked tag team wrestling ever. Like, this was classic. Like, the Revival had everything you expected. Oh, stay here, Thrill. Stay here. You liked that match too. Yeah. This was a great match. It was everything we expected. The Rival playing the perfect heels for this. They were cutting off the ring, isolating Ciampa, not letting him get to Gargano. When they finally does get to Gargano, the other member of the team falls into the ring and the referee misses the tag. It was just amazing. Other points, like, they go to tag in and they pull the other member off the apron. Goodbye, Tribble. It was amazing. It's everything a tag team match is supposed to be. Plethora of near falls. I guess the total exchange of what's going on. It was amazing. This is like one of easily my favorite tag team matches of the year, maybe of the past several years. This was just this is almost as perfect as a tag team match could get. In the end, Gargano and Ciampa do hit the double super kick in the middle of the ring. It gets broken up. They throw Ciampa into the ring post. He gets his shoulder busted, it looks like. He goes down. At that point, they hit the elevated double stomp on the knee, what they used to take out Big Cass. At that point, they lock in the sort of like reverse leg lock figure 4 combo. I'm not quite sure what it was. If you know, please leave it in the comments down below. But Gargano does tap out in the middle of the ring, and the Revival retains. It was just an amazing match, the emotional ride they took you through the course of it. It was perfect for a tag team match. From there, we go to Asuka taking on Bayley. And this is amazing, because this was Asuka built as the monster, and Bayley as sort of the underdog coming into this. And we start off the match with a lot of, like, Bayley trying to grit her teeth and sort of push through, and Asuka keeps putting her down. And as it goes, you watch Bayley sort of, like, square her jaw and be like, no, I've got this. And it was every time she made a mistake, though, Asuka just capitalized and just kept grounding and pounding her. But Bayley kept getting up, coming back for more. She actually managed to escape the Asuka lock. It was amazing. She hits the Bayley to Bayley slam. Asuka kicks out. In the end, basically they're trading blows in the middle of the ring, and Bayley's like, no, I said hit me. And you see him just keep going at it. In the end, she takes the roundhouse kick to the head and does go down. And Asuka does retain the title. She's now a monster. Who can she face off with? Who can step up to challenge her at this point? My money's on Ember Moon. I'm not sure who else has the credibility right now to step up to that level. They've developed her as a monster. Hell, she's the Brock Lesnar of NXT right now. Insane. That match was amazing. After the match, Asuka helps Bayley up. They have a hug in the ring. Bayley lifts her hands, motions that she's the champ. Asuka leaves. You get the moment of Bayley left alone in the ring. The entire crowd, she's like soaking it in. You get the thank you Bayley chants from the crowd. She hugs Becky and Sasha Banks at ringside. Walks over to the other side, hugs Charlotte. Probably the single highest amount of heat for the entire evening is Bayley hugging Charlotte. It was just amazing. The crowd just flipped their shit. She then hugs her mom. She hugs Izzy on the way out. If this doesn't say that Bayley's going to the main roster, nothing will. That was the same treatment Finn got last year. Big things are in store. From there, we have our main event. We have Nakamura taking on Samoa Joe. Nakamura had an amazing entrance. He actually had a violin player came out and played the entire violin part. This is my violin motion, by the way. for the entire entrance. It sends chills down my spine thinking about it right now. Go look for it online. It's got to be there. Even better, go get the network, $9.99. Support the product. Samoa Joe comes out to his standard entrance, which I like. It has that slight hair of disrespect that he's been talking about, so that story carries through even to the entrances. And this was just a brutal back and forth match, with Samoa Joe focusing on the submissions, you watching Shinsuke Nakamura slide out of them, just the strikes, the blows. It was amazing. In the end, it looked really brutal. Joe set up for a muscle buster, but Nakamura slid out of it. He goes for a knee strike on this. Joe's already seated on the ground. He hits it. You just watch Joe grab his jaw. It looks like he's hurt at this point. The referee looks clearly concerned. But after that, Nakamura hits a diving knee to the back from the top rope. And then he hits the Kinshasa one more time, and he is your new NXT champion. We do see Joe being helped to the back by medical staff. They had the black gloves on at that point, so I think he actually is hurt. I hope not too badly, because that was an amazing match. And that closes out our show, and we see Shinsuke Nakamura as champion, holding the title. That's my review for NXT Brooklyn. Glorious. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. Please like, please subscribe, please share, use the hashtag Rampage Reviews. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter. The links are down below as Major Rampage. And we will see you next time.